Season 2, Episode 3 of Star Wars Visions is titled In the Stars, and it's all about having faith. This episode was brought to us by Punk Robot Studios. Thank you. Spoilers ahead. We start with a star, a gap in the clouds. The sound of thunder lurks in the background. This is Tachina, staring at a star above, believing it to be her mother. The stars have a great effect on the planet, giving it additional life. This is short-lived, however, as we witness the clouds unite, blocking the stars. This suggests the environment is unfit for life. Tachina notices a sound. It's a TIE fighter. It patrols the planet. It holds a spotlight, suggesting it's looking for someone, or something. Most likely, additional resources to extract. The TIE fighter flies over Tachina. She blames them. The Empire is responsible for the planet's barren surface and the death of their nation. She takes it upon herself to take it down, but she's quickly swept away by her older sister. This is Khoten. "Let me go, I almost had it," Tachina said, clearly upset at Khoten. "No, sister, it almost had you." Tachina grunts and walks off towards a sacred place, a burial site. She wants to paint. It's her way of feeling more connected with her mother. Khoten isn't happy about this. It requires water to paint, which is something that they severely lack. "This is all we have left, and you're wasting it." Tachina explains, it's important. Khoten knows why, and cannot argue back. Tachina uses the last drop of water of her water supply and mixes it with her stardust, and begins to paint, in a similar way like her mother used to. She feels a deeper connection to her. She blows the mixture through a flute onto her hands, bringing life to the stardust, and it tells a story. Once upon a time, there lived two sisters and a mother in a stunning world with a vast and beautiful ocean. Mum had a great strength. She was force sensitive and well versed in the force. The sisters had the same strength, but lacked expertise and practice. Khoten, the eldest, never truly believed. You can see her here, swooping in, giving up on her force abilities to pick up the ocean shell like normal. She doesn't have faith. The family used their force powers to gather resources to trade with others until they came. The Empire. They came and built facilities to extract the planet's resources, damaging the planet in the process. They had no care for the land. They took the water and polluted everything. Mum, being who she was, couldn't let this happen. She hid the kids to keep them safe from the uprising. Khoten didn't want her to go. She should have stayed, but she had to, her little sister continued. Mum fought hard for her people. She was strong, but no one stronger than them, Khoten said, as we see an ATST fire at their mother, turning her into a star. It is told that everyone died and became stars. Everyone except for them. In frustration, Khoten grabs her sister's flute. She drops it in a nearby puddle, claiming, if Mum didn't fight, she would still be here. Look, they cannot see us anymore. We are alone. Turning to the clouds that now block the stars. Tachina disagrees. They're not alone. She feels her mother's spirit behind all the smoke in the sky. She feels the need to keep painting, to keep that connection alive. But without stardust, the paint will simply fade away. Tachina is saddened by this reality. Khoten, being the older sister, realizes this and comforts her. She cheers her up by giving up her share of water. "No more water. I will get more," she says adamantly, seeming like she's done this before. She scouts the Imperial facility. It shouldn't be a problem, as long as they don't see me. Same as always. Tachina wants to come too, but Khoten is against it. But she's persistent, however. I'm strong enough now, just like Mum." Khoten grunts in disapproval. Tachina stands her ground. "I'm going to beat them all," she says, knocking her sister to the ground in an attempt to show her strength. They fight over the weapon, arguing. It finishes with this. "We do what we always do. I get enough water to survive and you stay hidden. Right here." Tachina has other plans. The sisters clash a lot, but by the end they help boost each other. Here, Khoten is more realistic and grounded, whereas Tachina is optimistic and dreamy, which could also be perceived as naive and or disobedient. Tachina isn't a character you can fully get behind. Her childish behavior gives her no authority and leaves something to be desired. Nevertheless, she's used to boost the real main character of the episode, Khoten, to a higher level of being by the use of faith. Khoten sneaks into the Imperial factory on the boat. She finds her hidden passage that she's used before and infiltrates. She makes her way all the way up to the water tanks, appreciating the water, and quickly fills up. An intruder alarm. It's Tachina. She's been caught Stupid child, Koten says, as she makes her way to save her younger sister. She knocks out 2 guards with a fancy stick and grabs Tachina by the hand. Why can't you do as you're told? They make their way to the hidden passage but are quickly stopped by stormtroopers. Stop right there! They run. Blast them! The stormtroopers use a Chilean accent, representing the animation studio. I might be wrong about this. Correct me in the comment sections down below. They run and fight, evading capture. Tachina has her fighting moment, knocking out 1 guard and then electrocuting the other, ultimately saving her older sister. I told you I could beat them. You were just lucky. Her sister reminds her. They continue. Tachina doesn't believe in luck. She believes it was her mum. Koten doesn't like hearing such things. She believes it's naive and dangerous and could get her killed. She tells her to stop. They jump onto these lava crate things and try to look for another way out of the facility. Tachina senses something and is filled with determination. We have to go back. Believe me, we can beat them. No, we have what we need. There's a pause. I'm sorry, Koten. I have to do this. Tachina drops off the lava cart with 1 goal: to complete what her mother had started. She's quickly captured, however. The officer in charge comes to flex their authority. What do you think you're doing here? This planet resources belong to the Empire. Throw her! She doesn't sound anything like that. We get a really emotional sequence from Koten, fighting to save her sister. She was too late this time. Her inability left her with no choice but to reach out into something greater. The Force awakens. She saves her sister. The officer, tired of this debacle, commands the ATST to kill them. The girls have different plans. They band together in arms as they channel the Force, focusing on the water supply. They break it, flooding and destroying the facility. Water is symbolic for purity and source of life. The flood represents a cleansing for a new beginning. The sisters are forced underwater. Koten still takes care of her little sister, and they make it out alive. We see nature restored around them. I told you we could beat them, Tachina says, waking up. Yes, you did. Koten admits defeat. They hug with love. Look! Tachina points out the sun, and with it, a split in the clouds. The clouds fade away, revealing the stars. The stars bring additional life to the planet and their surroundings. They run back to their special place to see their painting, and they feel a deeper connection with their mother. We will never be alone. End credits.